Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith Black with the Strat Time Report and wishing you all a happy St. Patrick's Day. Also, the NCAA tournament, basketball tournament here in the United States starting today, and that might slow some things down. But we are picking up just a tad here. So we know from yesterday's rally that we did go two back up on the week, two down, two up reversal, and all that's doing is giving us the nothing burger here on the monthly with still an inside month. However, like I said, when you see these lower lows and higher highs, we start coming back through here. If we don't have a reversal against us, we're going to look to take this baby out up into here. So we'll see how that goes, because I got the 60 SPY here, right like that, inside 60 to the upside, and that was triggered by this here. Inside 30 and up, the 212 reversal triggered that 60 and took us into these highs. So coming up here, we go QQQ. And QQQ on the 60 takes it up a little bit, but these two are still stuck into this thing here. So it couldn't get out of there. We have the outside week for Qs. All right, so we'll see on that too. We'll see if it's going to be strong enough to take this out, or is just slight higher high just enough to take that out, and then make for an interesting Friday if they come back down through. But we'll see. We'll go Dow Jones Diamonds. And Dow Jones Diamonds also that 2-2 week, 2 down, 2 up, still handily the inside month that we know, and also took that inside 60 up. So we're just going into some recent highs. Let's see how's PayPal down. 1 second. Small cappers. And small cappers, once again, that lower low, now the higher high. The question is going to be strong enough to go after this stuff. You're an outside week now, but still handling an inside month. All right? So that's something we'd want to know about. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to Cap SIG, SIG, off the gap list, now inside on the 60, but some real good action in here if you know what to do. Right, so you can see that weekly was a 2 down, 2 up reversal already. Right, when it gapped up, and then if you go to a 15er, look at this, 2-2 reversal, boom. That was below this, 81.39 before puking all the way down to 71.40, and then what? Hammer 2-2 reversal again, back up. 2-2 reversal back down again, right? So some good stuff in there, because this was here back above 78.25 and rallied all the way back up to 84 again, all right? And if you go to the 30, you'll see this. The 30 gives you the reversal here. The 322 doesn't quite take that out, but you can make something on this, and then when you get that reversal on the 30 back down, you can get back short. So a lot of good stuff going on in there. The energy sector coming back here. If we go to crude. And crude fighting back after yesterday. Nice gap up. Now just kind of sitting here, but didn't give it up like it looked like yesterday. So that's something. If you go to Nurgu. And Nurgu 2 up on the day, and if you go back to that 60, here's that inside 60 to the upside, and that was above 373.01. Sorry, above 364. So there's like $4 or $5 right there, because we had some inside days, and we had some of the big boys moving. PXD's coming up. There's your inside 60. All right, PXD doing that. Potentially an outside week, just running out a week. If you go to Conoco takes the inside 60, but doesn't get out of here. That's a little bit of a problem, but it is inside day to the upside. 2-1-2 reversal. And as you get to the end of the week, you always want to see what it's going to leave you for next week. And so far, closer to a 2 down, 2 up reversal, but we got some more day today and another day tomorrow. If you go to EOG, and EOG, also the inside day to the upside, the inside 60 that was strong enough to take this out, right? Your continuation there, and also what's that potentially leaving us for next week? Another hammer, right? If you go to Oxy, and Oxy inside day to the upside, 212. Not a lot of power on that 60, unfortunately, and you can see this Oxy still an inside week. All right, so we need to be aware of that, and if that can be good for next week, because that could just be the consolidation before going, because you got this bright green month, and we're always looking for that. If we go to IRTC, yesterday was at 212 daily reversal here, boom, and then the continuation. Take all these guys out, real nice. If you go to the 60, you're going to see this. Outside bar, inside bar, 312, and boom, off she goes. And if that works, taking out last month's highs and gives you the outside week here. So did its job. Like oftentimes we like to come back through previous range, right? Because we know people are going to have stops in here. There and there and there and there and there and there, and then boom. All right, off she goes. IRTC having a nice day. A little bit of the inflation trade back, STLD and the steels. And STLD taking the inside week to the upside. Just some exhaustion risk by going into new highs, but nice bright green day there. That's good. It was a little quick, so see if that gives us anything else to get in on. There you go. The 312.15er right there. That gets you in, right? Or here. 2 up, 2 down, 2-2 reversal back up. And these two become an outside bar of that on the 15. If we go to SCCO copper. And having a nice little day here after yesterday's reversal. 2 down, 2 up. These three now become an outside bar of that. You're an inside month to the upside, been higher. And also, what's that going to leave us? Potentially a hammer on the week for next week. 15, you hear me say triangle the out. 2 down, 2 up, right there. If we go to lemonade. 3-2 reversal yesterday, 3 down, 2 up, and that gives us the outside week. Lemonade, and let me see what the 60 looks like on this thing. That's a Momo hammer right there. It's a 2 up, and it's a hammer. So anybody thought it was going to roll down into here, stops here, buyers step up, stick it to them, setting up hammer on the month, albeit you have some time left on that. But always looking for those lower lows, and then the reclaim here to see. Now there's your bottom of the try. Took these guys out. Now you're going to be strong enough to come after that stuff. We'll keep an eye on that. If we go to AFRM, and AFRM, potential outside week. All right, hasn't made it yet, but once again, you had this down into here, the reversal off the lower lows, and you can see coming back through this broadening formation here, and we'll see if that sets up again here. If we go to net, and net did its job. Remember, we've been watching this because it slightly poked up on the month and then came back through for a 1-bar rev strat, but it wasn't weak enough to take this out. So these 2 months are a combined inside bar of that, right? So it goes down here, and then yesterday you got your reversal. 2 down, 2 up. Takes all these guys out. Right, these become an outside bar of this. The question is, be able to be strong enough to take all that stuff out and get you the outside week in here. We'll see. If we go to CrowdStrike, and CrowdStrike here, the hammer counter shooter week. 2 up, 2 down, and now trying to take this out. 198.67, it did it. It had a gap up. Now it's consolidated and held in here after yesterday's inside day to the upside. Now trying to get out of here. Re-breaking that month. You see, there's your hammer month. And that level's 197.25, and you're back above that right now. If we go to Square, block. So Square gives you the outside week over here after the reversal here. 2 down, 2 up. It's still going, right? Potentially take out the hammer month here. So we get a little more gusto on this thing over 131.95. Yeah, you get some room on that, so we'll see. If we go to Cardinal Health, and Cardinal Health is having a nice long green bar on that thing, so we'll see. Took off pretty quickly. Once again, Momo hammer on the daily. That's a 2 up, but it's a hammer. Anybody gets jammed down in here thinking that thing's going to roll back down, boom, right here, take care of business on these guys. And you are 2 up on the month, and it's been higher, so we'll see. You can watch that with XLV and those kind of names. Here, XLV having a nice little day, and XLV taking out the month. 2-2 reversal on the month here. Over 134.46, and you're there right now. Healthcare. If you go to Tesla's, and Tesla, still an inside month, but anytime you start digging into something like this, we're looking to go for an outside week. That outside week would be above 866.14, so you got a little bit more on that. Triangle day out, down into here, and then boom, coming back through previous range. So looking for an outside week. There was your inside 312 Momo hammer, because this is a green. 3 outside bar, inside, boom, Tesla's. If we go to Indo, shenanigans. But we know this thing moves around, can move around a lot, and so you're having some nice movement in here, so you can see if we get anything more out of that. You go to PayPal. And PayPal, 2 down, 2 up reversal on the week, coming back through this range. And if that works, you can change that month back to green. Having a nice day after yesterday. Once again, you get that lower low. Then we're going to see if you can take out these on the higher highs. On the downside, it's just kind of like a give back day for the Chinese stocks after yesterday's run. And a lot of them are stuck inside days, but here you go, Billy Baru. And Billy going back up off the inside 60, right? And we can expect back and forth because it's still an inside day, right? But had some early weakness. We'll see if any of that more comes of that, because we want to see if China's really going to get weak. They start taking these out and come into the gap. If you go to NTES, and that's starting to fight back too, but it did take that out. So I want to be aware of this if we can get back below that. If these Chinese stocks are really going to give it up. If you go to PDD, and PDD still inside day. You can see that trying to come back off the 60 again. All right, so a lot of these things going back and forth on inside days, but some nice ranges after what was going on yesterday. How's YY here fighting back handily inside day though, and Baba here, and Baba coming back up now handily inside day. As you can see, I always want to be aware of that. Market's still holding firm here. Netflix is going with highs. What's going on with Netflix here? And Netflix still coming back through all this stuff. Give me outside week. If that works, potentially the Rev Strat month. 1, 2 down and back up into the range. So you can see here the lower low. Now what's the higher high? This? Come off of that? Or are you going to be able to climb this mountain? That's what I want to know. We're going to find out. And when inside 60 to the upside here, Netflix. Once again on the downside, SEDG. SEDG. Once again, kicker variation here, because this is pretty bright green yesterday, and then gaps back down. So I'd keep an eye on this thing. Problem here going to be that doji week and doji month, but test this range. Coming back through previous range would be nice to see if we can take this kind of stuff out here. We'll see if that sets up again. If you go to Ali in the retail, 2-2 reversal on the day back down. All right, and month is still red. Not doing much on the week, albeit slight green, but always going to be aware of these reversals. All right, 2 up, 2 down. If we go to AMD, and not really getting killed here, but getting closer to taking that out. So just a little bit of notable weakness. It's in conflict, though. You got this green weaker, and Microsoft also not having too great of a day. Not the end of the world just yet, but we'll see. So once again, SPY still holding after that 60 up. Due to the holiday and the basketball tournament, maybe things dry up here a little bit in the afternoon, but we'll see. So far, it's the inflation trade and energies leading the pack with selected tech, like I showed you. Some somewhat weakness in China, but as you can see, firming up as inside days. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith the Black, Strat Time Report.